Hunter Biden has a direct link to alleged biolaboratories discovered in Ukraine aimed at developing a biological weapon.
The Russian Defense Ministry continues to analyze documents revealing the military biological activities of the Pentagon in Ukraine. The incoming materials allow us to trace the scheme of interaction between U.S. authorities with Ukrainian biological objects. Attention can be drawn to the involvement in the financing of these activities of structures close to the current government of the United States, in particular the investment fund Rosemont Seneca, which is headed by Hunter Biden.
Let's cross live now to RT's US correspondent Caleb Mugman for more on this. The plot certainly thickens. Caleb, take us through what was said.
Sure. Well, Rosemont Seneca Partners is the firm tied to Hunter Biden, the U.S. president's son. And the Russian Defense Ministry is listing financial entities that are involved in these biolabs in Ukraine. Now, they also listed George Soros's Open Society Institute and Open Society Foundations, which are also involved with them, and as well as the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine and the Ministry of Health of Ukraine. And the U.S. Department of Threat Reduction. All of them seem to be tied in with these biolabs. And it appears that that Rosemont Seneca Partners, the reason that they would be involved is because they have a relationship with Metabiota and Black & Veatch, which are main suppliers of Pentagon biolab materials. Now, Moscow is also coming forward and saying that it appears these biolabs are connected with institutions and research organizations that are related to nuclear missiles. This is what was said.
The scale of the program is impressive. In addition to the military, the U.S. Agencies for International Development, the George Soros Foundation, and the Center for Disease Prevention Control are directly involved in its implementation. Scientific supervision is carried out by leading research organizations, including the Los Alamos National Laboratory, which developed weapons as part of the Manhattan Project. All these activities are carried out under the full control of the Pentagon.
Now, the over 30 biolabs are accused by Russia of being involved in weapons development and trying to develop biological weapons. Now, the USA denies this and insists they are simply research facilities. And we did hear acknowledgement of these facilities' existence from U.S. Undersecretary Victoria Nuland. This is what she said, acknowledging these facilities exist.
Ukraine has biological research facilities. We are working with the Ukrainians on how they can prevent any of those research materials from falling into the hands of Russian forces should they approach.
So the question must be asked, if these bio research facilities are not involved in weapons, why is the Pentagon the one setting them up? Why is the leadership of the U.S. military setting them up, number one? And number two, why is there such concern about them perhaps falling into the hands of the Russians? If there's no military purpose for these labs, everything seems to point to these labs serving some kind of military purpose, the involvement of U.S. military institutions, et cetera, ties to entities that are linked to nuclear missiles, as well as this fear of these labs falling into the hands of the Russians. But the USA still insists these labs do not have a military purpose.